Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Island USA podcast. We got a guest coming on this time, Owen Alderman, and of course, your original hosts, me, Connor Lamb, and our head guy, Christopher Holton.
Hello.
All right. Well, we'll just jump right into it. Maybe we'll start with an old topic that Christopher and I covered. Should we do that, Christopher?
Yeah. I think we're gonna bring up the the second part of Spotify versus Apple, Apple Music, and which one works better. I use Apple Music. Owen, what do you use?
I use Apple Music, but I desperately want Spotify.
Oh,
My
interesting
man,
take. Interesting take.
I'm a rare one. I'm a rare one. I'm on the Spotify team, but I use Apple Music.
I am on Spotify.
And
Like
I
it.
use Apple Music. And I don't
Yeah.
really mind Apple Music, but I don't really think there's an advantage to either one. The only again thing that I don't like is the connectability to third party stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to be able to like connect everything up to Spotify. Like I have my own. I did have to make my own Amazon account in order to pair my Alexas with it. But other than that, it's all good. What do you think, Owen?
Yeah.
I'm looking up the number of users because I feel like, oh my gosh, yeah. So Spotify has double the users that almost almost double the users that Apple Music does.
Does it really?
Yeah, Spotify is 286 over double, and Apple Music has 124 million.
Ah,
Wow,
that makes sense though, because
that's a
all the
lot.
Android users and Samsungs and
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Google Pixels of the.
Well, does that include paid users or like the free
well,
accounts?
Apple Music has 124 million paid users,
Yeah.
and then I think
Because I have a Spotify account, but it's free.
yeah.
So if that's
Um,
included, it would make Spotify a little bit
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
advantage.
Let me
it
look
would
that
kind of
up.
bend the spectrum a little.
Okay, they have 130 million premium members, so still
Just
more.
over. Yeah,
But
barely.
the fact that you can use Spotify for free, like drastically changes that.
I actually don't know to the extent you can use Spotify for free.
It's
Christopher,
like
like,
it's like SoundCloud. It's like just with ads, right?
No, 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 no. You don't get to
No.
choose the song you listen to. You can choose an artist and then it goes on shuffle.
Oh,
kind of like
that's
Pandora
weird.
almost.
Yeah,
I
but
hate
worse.
Pandora.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
Or I mean, better. Pandora's terrible. Pandora's like Pandora and Amazon Music. I think are tied for like the worst. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon
All right.
Music
Well,
sucks. Amazon Music's the worst.
I
I think that's
don't know
agreed upon.
anyone who uses Amazon Music.
I know. I
Exactly.
know one person. I know one person.
I do too. I know Matthew Pangala does.
Of course.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Alexa uses it.
Right.
Yep.
Um. So
All right.
Owen, why do
Well,
you want to make the switch?
I want to make the switch because I just hear Spotify's a lot better, and all my friends except for you, Chris, uh, have it. But the thing is, I don't. I've heard. I'm not sure if there's like ways you can take your library from Apple Music and put it on Spotify,
I don't think
which
you
I
can.
doubt there is,
I
which
No
don't
is
think
way.
you
the
can.
one problem I have with it.
Think
There
about it.
is
If
a.
why would they do that? Because Apple Music would just give people an incentive to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want to give away their subscription base. There is that really easy way to add songs to your playlists. So you just like pop open the add songs tab, and you can search, and it's like right away, and you get all the stuff that you need. You just type the first couple letters, and that song just comes right up, and you just pop it in. It's
Hmm.
actually easier for me to make playlists on my phone than my laptop.
Yeah,
I think that
for
tab's
sure.
only on the phone.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, because you get the
And another
suggestions list down below, but you don't have the add songs tab on it. You only have it on your phone.
Got it.
It might be somewhere. I just haven't really looked too hard.
Got it.
another point is Apple Music is exclusive to all like Apple stuff, but since Spotify is its own company, it's
It can
like
go on any.
way more interactive with other things. Like you can get
Yeah,
Spotify on Xbox, and so many other apps are connected to it, and
Yeah.
it's just so
exactly.
much easier.
Exactly. Yeah, my Spotify is directly linked to my Alexa app, so I don't even need to
That's pretty
use the
nice.
Spotify app if I want to play on my Alexas.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there are definitely the more I'm like looking about it and like talking to you guys, I definitely think there probably are some advantages to Spotify, like major advantages. Because I mean, Apple Music and Spotify share most things in common. Like they can mostly do everything that the other can. But I think the main difference is just the accessibility of Spotify.
Well, there might be a price difference. I actually haven't figured that out. Is it like if Apple Music is substantially less, it'd be worth
That
it?
would be very interesting to like find out, right?
Yeah, I'm working on that.
I bet they're the same price. At least I'm guessing. And the reason I say that is because since they are so similar, I doubt they could do any different price without people switching. You know? But I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe not.
So they
You know?
both offer that 3-month free trial. But they both are $10 a month. And then
Jeez.
yeah,
It's actually not too bad. $10 a month.
it's not too bad.
Netflix is like what, 12?
I think so.
Netflix is expensive. Disney Plus is only $7 a month.
Yeah.
At least I think. Right? Am I right about that? I don't know. But
Who knows?
it's crazy how the like subscriptions work, right?
Yeah.
Um
Okay.
but I
Alright,
also think
well,
what matters a lot about like how your music is like the speakers you use, you know?
yeah.
Like me and my friend Sam were talking this weekend about like the difference between AirPods versus AirPods Pros versus like, and you were talking about your Beats, Connor,
Yeah.
and like he was saying like, oh, the sound of the AirPod Pros is so much better, and I was listening, and it really wasn't that much better.
They're about the same, and then it's just really the noise, like
Cancellation.
canceling that noise.
And honestly, I tried the AirPod Pros a lot this weekend. I didn't like them at all.
They don't fit my ears very well.
They don't fit
There are
my
different
ears.
earpieces. Like there's different earpieces you can
They're
put
heavy too. They're really heavy.
on. Not as heavy as these.
Exactly. So you're used to it, but
Oh yeah.
There are two types of headphones in my family, and it's AirPods or Bose headphones, which are amazing.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Bose
Like
noise cancellation or whatever.
those,
Those are like really legit.
yeah,
yeah, the noise
Yeah.
cancellation is insane.
for sure.
Yeah. So like, but I feel like so you guys both make music, right?
Yes.
So when you're making stuff, you don't play it through your headphones. You have like legit speakers.
Yeah.
Is that the deal? Is
I
that
have a
also kind of
soundbar. I have a soundbar and a subwoofer, and I recently got like actual studio headphones, and I realized how bad I was mixing my songs on these speakers because it's
Yeah.
so unbalanced. And so I make it on the speaker, but then I switch to the headphones when I'm
Just to like double
finalizing.
check it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be your best bet.
So in my room, my setup is like it's 1970s Marantz amp. It's pretty sweet. It has like FM and AM tuning, with like a little tuning bar. But it also has an aux, obviously, so you can just plug it in. I have some big like 80s, um, big. They're like some like speaker that has 3 different actual speakers in it. It has a bigger one. It's kind of like a sub. It acts like one, but technically isn't. And then like a normal, I don't know what the term is, but then one of the little tweeters for the really high notes. And they sound fine. They definitely sound better with the Marantz than any other amp I've used. But I don't think they'd be the right bet for mixing anything like you guys.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it.
Do you have one of those things where it's like stacked on top of each other?
I do not have a multi-level like stack amp like that. I have so I also have in-ceiling speakers that run through the whole house. So that goes through a central amp, but I needed to separate that out so I could actually play something different. So the way it works is I have an Echo Flex that plugs directly into a 12 volt. There's an aux going into it, and that aux goes into a secondary amp that I got that then plugs into the speaker wire that goes to the in-ceiling speakers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took us a while to figure that one out. So before, at like 8 a.m. when my family's turning music on downstairs, it would play through my speakers as well if I didn't have if I had the volume up at all. So then I'm like, okay, well, I gotta fix this, and so I just unplugged the speakers from that amp, and then eventually figured out how to run it through differently.
Nice.
So that's why I like that I'm able to pair Spotify with the Alexas, because it does everything. I can click the everything button on Spotify, and it plays through my Alexa in my room, which is connected to my Marantz amp that goes through my big speakers, and it goes through the downstairs Echo Flex that goes into the in-ceiling speakers.
That is nice.
Yeah,
That's a good setup you got going, man.
Yeah,
I have an
it's
Echo
pretty good.
Dot, and I've never used it. But right now I'm learning coding because I want to learn something while I have all my free time, and I want to get to the point where I can program it to like do certain stuff on command, like turn off the lights and shit.
Oh, we got that. You just need special smart switches, like an app, and you just get the app for it.
Really?
So our whole kitchen is like that. You go downstairs and you're like, Alexa, good morning, and she turns all the lights on.
I want to like control my LED lights.
Thank you to all of our military members who have.
That's funny. That's hysterical.
And I'll lift my voice for the red, white.
Hey Alexa, please stop. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah.
I got the Google, and it's okay. Hey Google, what's the weather?
Currently in Mercer Island, it's 57 degrees and cloudy.
Thank you.
The forecast tonight is 56 degrees and cloudy.
Okay, that's enough. All right. Yeah.
So no Apple Music through that either?
No, just Spotify, and it works with the free version.
That's nice.
But I'm not gonna play anything because I'll get copyright striked.
Exactly.
Yay! Copyright. So yeah, Connor, you wanna lead us on to our next topic of conversation today?
All right, I think we'll stick on like the techy kind of subject. How about LED lights? So I know at least Christopher has some set up in his room. I got some right next to me, and I like them. What about you, Owen? You have some too?
And I have 2 rules that don't work, and I have given up trying to find replacement parts online, and so I think I'm just gonna completely like rebuy everything.
Yeah, I think you really need to get the right ones, because mine just like straight out of the box, you just pop on and there you go.
It was weird when I plugged them in for the first time. They like flashed red, and I tried to use the remote, and the remote wouldn't work. And they were like on for like 5 minutes, and then they turned off completely forever.
And never turn on again.
Never turned on again.
Nice.
I even like left them unplugged for a long time.
Yeah, and
then put them back in.
That's weird.
It was a one-time thing, I guess.
Do you know what brand they are?
I think I was able to find it on Amazon. I know I got them as a present, and the reason I don't have all the stuff is because someone in my family was like cleaning up after like Christmas or something, and those got thrown in like a Ziploc bag, but not everything got into it.
Yikes. Yeah, so mine don't even have a remote with them. They have like the internal one where you can like press a button on the actual like the power cord for it. It'll turn them on. But the primary remote is an app through my phone, which is a little different.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's through Bluetooth, so I can't really control them if I'm super far away. And that means any future light strips I get, I will need to make sure they work with the same app, or else that's super annoying to have to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's nice because you can make your custom scenes and stuff. So you can make, like, I have one that's like 3 or 4 different colors, and it slowly moves across.
Yeah, I got this. I can probably connect mine to some smart app. I'm guessing I got mine from Costco.
Oh yeah.
And this controller sucks. It doesn't have much stuff on it. It's got like a few different colors, but when it fades, I know it has more colors than this, because like I hit red and it glitched out, went orange and then to red. So I know that there is more colors than they say there are. So
So mine has a color wheel.
What app
You
is
can
that?
choose. It's Grove Home. It's like also a security kind of thing too, if you really want it.
Grove Home. And how did you connect it to your LEDs?
They just through Bluetooth. It just like somehow I like it just knows that you're in proximity to like one of these little things. Yeah. And then you can choose scenes. So I have like candlelight and like romantic is the scene. It's like turns red and like slowly fades.
Oh.
There's also a sun.
You've been using that one a lot?
Yeah, you've been using that on anyone in particular?
Right. There's also a sunrise scene that you can time. So it starts off really low, like orangish, and slowly moves across like pink and stuff, and eventually like really bright. So if you want to if you like really light sensitive and wake up to light, that's like kind of nice because you can time it and it wakes you up at the same time every day.
Right. Yeah.
And there's also a sunset one that goes down after 10 minutes. It like slowly fades down. Yeah.
That'd be nice if you were going to bed and you wanted them on when you were like in bed, but you didn't want to
like
turn
have
them
on while you sleep. Yeah, it's
so
nice.
You can like fall asleep to it.
So, but if you don't like the orange color, you can make your own one and make it fade away as well with any colors you want.
That's sick. I gotta get that app, see if it works.
Yeah.
I hope
there's like, of course I'm looking through, so you have to pick the exact model you have of light strips. And of course I'm scrolling down and I'm scrolling through like 50 different light strips, and I'm like, the very bottom one is like literally the cheapest light strip I ended up getting. It's like the least capable one. I'm like, great, of course.
Yeah, I gotta find out what mine is. I'll do that after this podcast. But yeah, no, it's
So this app also works as like a security system, I think. Like you can hook up. Oh, you can make. So it does. I think it does. It does. You can hook up your Alexas to it. So I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna hook my Alexa up, so I can just say, instead of putting a smart like plug on the lights that might like the plug the lights turn on or plug into, I think I'll be able to tell Alexa to turn the lights on and off.
That'd be sick.
And then you can also pair it with any other smart lights or brands that they carry. So I might put in overhead like can lights that also work with the app, and then I can also tell Alexa.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get lights for my room to put in my light fixture that you can change with your phone. That would be sick. They're like $60 a bulb though.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. I think I found some that are they're 60 for 2 bulbs. So what sucks is I have 7. I have 7. It's so annoying. You're always gonna have an extra one. Oh, Christopher.
Yeah.
I will get 8. I will get 4 packs. Okay.
I'll pay for
you
one,
can just,
and then I can take your extra.
Yes, perfect. Boom.
We got a plan, dude.
Done. Look at that. So I'm not sure if it connects to like the security system.
It might
Uh,
connect
we-
to a different app, you know.
Yeah. So our security system we just got put in. It's through alarm.com. I don't think it works with Grove Home, but it's kind of cool. It has like geofencing, so it unlocks it when I get close to home, which is kind of sweet. We have to put a tag on the dog so the dog doesn't set it off, because there's also motion sensors all around the house. So if it's like on, I think the mode is like, it's like armed and away is the term. So if it gets any motion on the inside of the house, it goes into like the siren panic mode and calls the police like right away. So if the dog's home, we have to like.
Can you just turn that off?
You can. So there's like home and stay is like the one that you should turn on at night. So if any windows or doors get broken into, then the alarm goes off. But if any motion sensors get set off, then like, so the only time you'd ever turn on like home away is like when you're on vacation or like not planning to be home like all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the LED lights that you have, Connor, I think.
Yeah, mine are called the well, let me pull it up.
Govee Smart Wi-Fi LED
Um,
strips.
What are mine called? So it's my product model is like H6161.
That helps.
Yeah, it's so good. I know. It deletes the name. I have my named as like Connor's shelf or something to like, because underneath the shelves on my are built into the wall. But it deleted the name of it, so I can't even see.
Connor's Lights.
Connor's Lights, yeah.
That's the brand name.
I want to put them around the edge of my desk. I have a decently large desk. I need a 32 footer to reach the whole thing. I won't even reach the whole thing, but they're drilled into these drawer like stand things that it sits on. So I need to take the drawers out, unscrew the screws. So they're like, of course, they're square screws, right? So they're just like, they strip so fast. And then pull the desk boards literally less than a centimeter just to be able to fit those lights in. It sounds like so much work. I haven't got the motivation to do it yet. It'll be cool because it's like the double layer lights.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
All right, well, sticking on tech stuff, what do you guys think about the speculation of like the new iPhone and squared edges?
I think I'd like squared edges. I'm not really sure. I don't.
Square edges. That'd be. I can
Depends.
see why they would do that.
The iPhone 5. Many people say the iPhone 5 was the peak of the shape of the iPhone.
I don't know about that. I like the iPhone.
I like the bigger
7.
screen. Really, iPhone 7?
iPhone 7 is nice. Or the 8. The 8 was really good.
Yeah.
I like the 8 Max. The 8 Max was a great phone.
Is that still the biggest battery?
Yeah, it's the biggest battery.
Dang.
My phone is an XS and it dies so quick. So quick.
Okay, they're only making the phones larger. This is gonna turn into some like Android tablet thing. Because
It won't though.
The 11 is already so big, and they're like, okay, we're gonna make it bigger for the 12.
My dad has the 11 Pro, but not the Max, and he really likes the Pro. And he says he could go bigger. Like once he thought he was gonna regret getting the. No, he does have the Max. He has the Max. My mom has the regular Pro. So he thought he was gonna regret going to the big one, and he actually says he could go bigger now. Like that because he upgraded from a regular like 10 from like 2018. Is that the year? 2017. Can't remember when I released that. Like the first Face ID. He went from that to an 11 Pro Max, and he really likes that.
Wow.
I'm on an XR, and I've been having a little bit of a tough time with it.
Oh, super tough time.
I have these weird streaks in my screen, and I don't even know where they're from. Like I no idea. It could be from like heat, but
I have 7. And besides the insanely damaged battery and the 50% maximum battery life, this thing is great.
Yikes! Don't they fix that if it's below 80? Oh, after the first 2 years. That's the deal, right? Like the
I've
first
had
2 years
this-
if it dips below 80.
Well, because the thing is, this is my dad's old phone.
Yeah.
So he bought this like a long time ago when this first came out.
So it's like
I
the
don't know if-
original.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
know
I
if
might.
they still fix that battery, but I know they can.
They can, I think. Yeah, I think it's so. If your battery health drops below 80% within at least the first 2 years, they'll fix it for you for free, which is kind of nice. Mine's hovering at 95, but I don't know if I believe
Mine's
that
at
it dies so
85.
quick.
Mine's at 85. It dies so.
I got mine less than a year ago, and it's already at 95.
Yeah, I got mine just over a year ago.
Yeah,
Mine's
Just
at,
over.
I use an Apple, so I don't use an Apple cord, but I use an Apple brick. So I think the cord might be something to do because Christopher, you think that as well, right? You think your cord?
I think it's the
Your-
cord. That's my theory because they say that if you use a cord that isn't Apple made, it can be bad.
Yeah, maybe like it's the speed of the charging or something, or like because I think the Apple cords, once the battery's full, it like stops charging it. So we actually had some issues with our car batteries in the boat actually. So you're not supposed to overcharge any batteries. So you have to get the right trickle charger that stops charging the battery once it's full because it's not going to overcharge them. And we think the prior owner of our boat overcharged the batteries. So the batteries are relatively new, like within their good health range that they're supposed to be in.
Right.
But they aren't performing at peak capacity. So
But they
it might be like, but they should be because they're only like 2 years old. So it might be something like that for where it's like plug that you're using doesn't stop charging the battery, and it's just like I don't know like the actual science physics behind it, where like the battery can be overcharged, but
Yeah,
could be the reason.
definitely could be.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the whole phone thing is like Apple's making their phones last like lesser
sure.
and lesser amount of time, which is such a
Yeah.
dumb thing to do, man. That's such a
It's all alleged. I can't
It's-
prove anything, but I feel the same. Yeah.
like my mom's iPhone 6. You know how long that lasted? Like
I had mine till
5
last year.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that came out. When did the 6 come out? Like when we were in 4th grade, maybe 3rd
No.
grade.
Has it really been
No.
that
Fifth,
long?
the iPhone 5 came out when we were in 2nd grade.
Yeah. That sounds right.
So the 6 must have come out in 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, my 5.
Oh,
So
And
we
my
still.
mom's lasted me till 8th grade. So that's 4 or 5 years. That's 5
Oh
years.
my gosh. Yeah, 2014.
Yeah, 5 years. I had mine till 2019. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a long time.
Well, hopefully, it has something to do with the squared edges. It doesn't. It doesn't. Maybe the 12 will be like a 5. Oh, I think if the 12 is thinner than a 5, but it has the squared edges. Oh, that's ideal. I think.
Remember the
I mean, it would have to be
5C?
thin.
Yeah, those things didn't last at all.
The 5C, everyone thought they were so cool because they had all these colors, but they got so dirty so fast.
Yeah.
And they just looked terrible.
Were they matte colors?
They
remember.
were matte colors, and they were like all like really bright, like tropical colors. Like they had that like peach pink and yellow and sky blue and green.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know
I'm
if they'd
probably-
ever do something like that again.
I'll probably get the. I'll probably get the 12. because I didn't get the 11, and I got the X, so it's like I probably skip a generation. I might get whatever comes after the 12, because with X, SS, is there gonna be an 11S, 11R?
No, the 11, the regular 11 is the successor to the XR.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
is there gonna be an
yeah.
11S and an 11R?
I don't think so, because the 11 is the 11R or is the 10R.
No, there's 10, 10S, and 10R.
Yeah, but
Is there gonna be an 11, 11S, and 11R? Is what I'm saying.
No, I don't
Why
think so.
not?
There's
Just because why not?
Because the 11 is the next generation of the 10R. It's the same deal. It's like the cheaper iPhone, because like the 10R came out with the 10S, right? 10S and
No,
10S
10S and
Max.
then 10R came out 3 months later.
Okay, so like, yeah, but the 11 is actually less expensive than the 10R was, base price. $750 for the 10R, $700 for the 11.
Like my mom has the SX Max, 10S Max, and it's really nice. I want that. Like that's a really good size.
Yeah.
And her battery still works great. So
these in
Who
like
knows?
10 or 20 years, iPhones are gonna be sounding like Elon Musk's son.
dude, I swear.
Like these names. Like the iPhone 15 XRS squared.
Right.
It's gonna get so bad.
How do you pronounce his son's name?
X Ash. It's X Ash.
Isn't it 12 something?
12 is at the
12.
end. 12 is at the end.
Is it just
X
X
Ash
12?
He said it on the Joe Rogan Experience. He said how to pronounce it, but I didn't see what
It's
it was.
X Ash A12.
X Ash A12. X Ash A12. We're having dinner. X Ash A12.
I feel like everyone's just gonna call him X.
Maybe.
Or
Guess we'll
12.
find out.
I just call him 12.
Oh, but they legally couldn't. Oh my gosh. They legally couldn't put the number 12 in his name. So he's actually named X Ash A X I.
Oh.
They made the number Roman numerals so that it'd be a
It works,
real legal
yeah.
name.
Dude, that's like
Why?
Quinn 92, dude. It's Quinn XCII. Same thing.
There's two types of people. People who say Quinn 92 and people say Quinn XCII.
What do you say, Owen?
I say Quinn 92.
Yeah, I say Quinn 92. His new song comes out on Friday, or the day this podcast releases. So when this podcast comes out, the new Quinn 92 song is gonna be out featuring Logic.
Oh God, he's going downhill.
Huh?
He's going downhill.
Dude,
He's an album artist, and these singles are being so bad.
What do you mean singles? He's only released one single and it was fire. It was much better than his albums.
No, he released Coffee, I think it was called.
Oh, XCII is going downhill.
Yeah. No, not Logic.
Yeah.
Logic's okay. But
yeah,
XCII is going downhill.
I agree. His first album was so good, and then
Oh wait, he has an album on pre-release.
yeah,
I didn't.
Letter to My Younger Self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They own
very
it.
Cool.
There you go. All right.
Owen's
Well.
back.
Huh? Wait. Oh yeah, I totally glitched out. Sorry.
All good, dude. All good. Yeah, go stream Coffee. Not that we're sponsored by Quinn 92.
Or
Speaking
anybody.
of sponsors, go and follow islandusa.brand on Instagram. Go cop yourself a hoodie. DM us at islandusa.brand and get a hoodie. Owen is wearing our hoodie right now, and you've heard Connor talk about how much he loves his hoodie. You've heard me talk about how much I love my hoodie, but you have not heard Owen talk about how much he loves his hoodie. So you know what, Owen? speak truth to us real quick.
When I'm not wearing it, I like to cuddle it as I fall asleep.
It's
Feels
only
like
I said
capable of
on
my
the
life.
last one. I said on the last one. It's the only thing I ever sleep in.
Do you
Yeah.
stuff it full of pillows and cuddle with it?
Oh yes, I sorry, I glitched out again. But yes, I like to cuddle with it when I'm not wearing it. And it is very comfy.
I do everything in mine. I was
I
we were gardening, and I put it on just because I was actually in a swimsuit, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to lift like huge. We were lifting out big pots and like clearing them out, and we didn't really like the big bulb bushes that were in there, so we dug them out. We had to move them, and they're like the roots are all full of dirt still, right? So I'm like carrying it around, and the hoodie's like kind of trashed it that day. Oops. But then my mom the same day stole it and wore it the rest of the day. So I think I gotta get her one.
Let's go, Julie Lamb. Yeah, dude, get Julie Lamb on the Island USA terrain.
I might.
I wanted to bleach
Forced to.
tie-dye mine, but then I got too scared. I
Yeah.
was like, shoot, I'm gonna mess this up. And so I didn't.
My aunt's husband, he got the Island white T-shirt, and then he tie-dyed it Seahawk colors.
Oh,
Really?
So dope, dude. It was actually insane.
That's sick.
But he's like a big tie-dye guy, so.
yeah. And we've been looking. Speaking of Island stuff, Christopher, I think I found us some blanks.
Yeah. But yeah, cool. So
Yeah.
moving on. Let's get away from the island talk. You know what to do. Go follow us. But Connor, what was it that you wanted to ask us about?
I wanted to ask you guys about your vivid dreams, because I know you guys have been having them. If not, Owen, I don't know for sure, but I assume so. Christopher and I both have, and it's because of this isolation that apparently that we have these crazy dreams.
According to studies that Connor found. Or
Yes.
something.
Yep.
I tend to have a dream based on what show I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is the best show ever. Do not try to argue with me on that. I watched 2 seasons in less than 3 days.
Oh.
I just completely binged it, and then I dreamed like I was in the Avatar world, and it was pretty sick.
Did you finish the 3rd
Have
season?
you guys ever lucid dreamed?
Yeah.
I have once.
It's pretty fun. Yep.
Yeah.
Christopher, you said. Yeah.
But I don't anymore.
When
I
you were
haven't
7.
dreamed in so long. I had the craziest dream last night that I'm not going to go into, but it was just insane, dude. Everything from Star Wars to Pirates of the Caribbean to Titanic.
Nintendo. He told me about it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Connor's dinner party. He didn't even have a dinner party. That was just in my dream for some reason.
Yeah, well.
Connor, what have you been dreaming about, bro?
Not much. Besides lucid stuff. I just kind of mess around.
Care to elaborate?
Not really. I'll practice.
Buddy?
I'll practice. So I really like to wake surf, and we didn't have our boat in the water for a bit, and I would lucid dream about wake surfing, and I would try different like tricks and stuff in my lucid dreams.
Like stuff you can't actually do, like flip.
Yeah, I can't actually do. No, like little or like switches. I'm trying to learn how to do switches right now, and I would lucid dream about like the technique of it and just go over and over and over again for like, it felt like hours, but it was obviously like your dream period is actually pretty short or whatever. Like your deep sleep or whatever. It's like I think it's like 4 to 5 a.m. is like the best stream time.
Yeah.
But so I had that lucid dream twice, and then I I had some other dreams that weren't as lucid. So sometimes it's half lucid, like half not. It starts out not being lucid and then like turns to lucid once it becomes self-aware. But it's really hard not to wake up once that happens, when you become self-aware, because you're like I'm sleeping, and so you can't even think about that. You got to focus on one thing, and you got to you can't ever check your phone, and you can't there's tons of stuff that you can look up stuff like that you should never think about when you're lucid dreaming, because it wakes you up. Like, you cannot check the time, you cannot check your phone, you can't go to the bathroom, you shouldn't eat or drink anything at all, or else you become self-aware and you're like, actually, I'm not eating anything. Or at least
you're
for
already
me.
self-aware anyways.
I know, but you're subconsciously self-aware. It's like different. It's really weird. It's really hard to describe.
It's so weird how that works, man.
The
dreams and
thing
stuff.
about like lucid dreaming and like sleep paralysis and stuff is like when you're asleep, your body and your mind are separated. If that makes sense. Like your body, your body, like sleepwalking is when your body is awake but your mind isn't really. Kind of. And then like sleep paralysis is when your mind is but your body isn't.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's scary. That's really scary. I've woken up from a lucid dream and had that happen. It's only for like a second, but it feels longer than that.
Yeah.
I had the trippiest dream ever. I get these really weird dreams where like sometimes if I go to bed really early, I'll wake up like 6 times in one night. But the thing is, I think I wake up, but really what happens is I dream that I wake up and like check my phone.
Yeah.
And I go back to bed, and I do that so many times where there's like a point where I can't tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah, so that's what's scary.
That you wake up. You dream
that's
that
so
you
scary.
Up.
I've had that happen in a lucid dream before.
And then you realize,
or it wasn't as lucid. Yeah,
that's so freaky. That is so. And then something goes really. So you have a really freaky dream, right? Something's crazy, and then you dream you wake up, so you think everything's normal, and then weird stuff starts happening, and you really freak out.
Yes,
because you're lucid dreaming at the end of the last one.
Dude, this is Inception. A dream within a dream.
Yeah, that's basically Inception.
Yeah.
I tried to watch Inception. I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't.
I really liked it. I really, really liked it. I watched it pretty recently. Yeah. So sometimes I'll
his wife
think I had
crazy.
Yeah. But we don't know in the end. He could be the crazy one. We don't know.
No, I think it's her.
But look, we see the thing wobble. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But sometimes I'll remember I think I had an experience, but it was actually just lucid dreaming. And it's really hard to decipher. Sometimes I just sit down and really think about so you're not supposed to like what Inception says, you're not supposed to purposely lucid dream about something that is in real life, kind of. Because you can't tell if you're dreaming or not. Yeah. Well, anyways.
Do you guys wait real quick? Do you guys remember that earthquake that happened in Monroe a while ago? I think it was on October or something.
I was out of town.
No, there was that small. It was super small. It was below 5 on the scale.
Yeah,
earthquake that happened in Monroe, and it was at exactly, I remember it because I was awake. It was at exactly 2:58 in the morning, and I was falling asleep, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I must be dreaming because my room just started slightly shaking.
Yeah.
And I was so tired that I felt like I was turning upside down.
Okay.
My entire room, and I was completely tripped out. And then the next day, I realized that's what that was.
I think.
Oh yeah, I remember waking up and my mom was like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" And I was like, "No."
I think it was over winter break when that happened.
It might have been. Yeah.
Because I was in Canada. I remember everyone was posting on their stories about it, and they're like, "You feel the earthquake?" And I'm like, "Okay, just read it." And
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys feel the earthquake? Did you feel the earthquake?
I love when that big earthquake. I love when that big earthquake in the Seattle area is gonna happen. And everyone's like, "Did you feel the earthquake?" And you're like,
Literally, Mercer Island's gonna be cut in half.
like and it's like, my house is just completely torn down.
Yeah. So there's a fault line that goes right by the
Yeah.
freeway, I think.
Yeah,
And
the
if it
big
hits
one.
wrong, then the freeway will be separated from the rest of the island.
Not only that, it goes right under my nana's house,
Yeah.
and then it curves.
It's really small. It's a really small fault, but like, so I think there were some predictions. It's like a 25% chance that a gap larger than like 3 inches appears or something like that. Let me find it.
I heard that it's like a 15% chance that in the next 50 years it will happen.
Yeah, we're in the window right now. So the way we know is the Japanese were very, very diligent about recording when the big tsunamis happened. And periodically there were big tsunamis, like huge tsunamis that like wiped out like tons of houses and stuff. So we did the math and we figured out there's like a window of time that the earthquakes will happen, give or take like 100 years or so. Or no, it's more than that, I think. You think?
Take 500.
I think that's right. So right now we are supposed to be in the window for a big earthquake. So there's speculation or like a plan, I guess, so there's so in Seattle, there's a bunch of old buildings, right? And it's all built after the Seattle fire, everything was built up a layer.
Yep.
So they're saying that the water level will rise by 2 blocks in Seattle.
So only 1 block.
So, yeah, exactly. Only 1 block from the original. So, because Seattle's built out a block over the water. And there is like a proposed idea to set the earthquake off early using explosives and warn everybody in the fault line and like set it off and like try to mitigate, like, so if they can slowly release it over a period of time, like, so slip the plate a little bit at a time rather than all at once, it would be better. But there's always the risk that you're going to blow something up and really like start the actual huge 8.9 like, and it's really close to shore. It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to be super tedious. And I don't think
so
people
cautious. Yeah, people. So that's like the extreme proposition. It would cost so much money to do it.
Yeah, it would.
So I think the way they do it, they bring one of the big oil rigs down and they drill holes right where the plate is and then drop like controlled explosives in there. Scary thoughts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, well, let's move off from that darkness right there. So, Christopher, I noticed you've been posting a little bit more often lately. You got 2 new ones since we haven't talked about this one.
So I posted once on Instagram like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks, week and a half, and it was just it was like a friend appreciation post, and both you guys were in it.
I'm like lurking in the background of almost every picture.
It was a very bad photo of me.
It was a video, and that was kind of the purpose. But don't worry, I posted bad ones of everybody, so don't take it too personally. And then I just posted one from a recent little mini trip I did. Can't go too far because of the coronavirus, but it was good. It kind of flopped, but it's fine.
I saw that. When did you post it? What time of day? It was like kind of late.
Right? I posted too early. I posted I posted at like 11
p.m.
But the problem was 11 a.m. in the morning.
Really?
But the problem is everyone posted Memorial Day.
Oh.
And it was 3 different people's birthday.
Yeah.
So there were all the birthday posts, all the
Memorial
my gosh, Memorial Day, look at me on my dock in my bikini. posts, all those, so many,
Yeah.
dude. So, you know, like normally, I don't know how many likes I get. I don't really check, but I think I get like around 300 something normally. And I got 230 this time. It flopped.
Yikes.
It flopped
Yeah.
hard, but it's fine.
You gotta
Where,
pick the day,
where'd you
dude.
go with? Where'd you go with Leahy?
Just towards the east side. Yeah. But Connor, you haven't posted in a while. Oh, and when's the last time you posted?
Last time I post very my posts are very spread out and not very frequent, and I usually only post when I have a new song,
Yeah.
which would have been
Or
April 17th.
when you catch a fish.
Or when I catch a fish. It's one or the other. Or if my brother takes a really good photo of me.
Fish. Oh yeah, dude, your waterfall pictures.
Insane.
Look, Owen with the
Yes,
pie. I got a fish. No one cares about your fish, Jared.
Oh my gosh.
Boys be making fun of girls for posting swimsuit pictures, but they be posting pictures with a fish. Like, we don't care about your fish, Jared. Oh, it's so good. But it's okay, Owen. It's okay that you're one of those guys. We forgive you.
Hey,
I haven't posted till
it's rare.
Huh.
I don't
What
fish
was-
a lot. I just took a trip to Alaska and spent a week up there salmon fishing. And so I'm
That's
like,
fun.
you
I
know what,
want to do that someday.
I should put, yeah, oh my gosh, it is awesome.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to like a really remote lodge.
Yeah. I was swimming around Lake Washington the other day. It's pretty cold still. The lake's like 58 degrees or something with some goggles on. Just like checking out the very bottom. So I'm like 20-ish feet, not super deep, but there's some decent size fish, like cutler fish, I think they're called, in the lake. They don't taste as that good, and I think you have to have a special license to get them. But
Also, the thing is, you don't want Lake Washington fish.
no, you do not.
Yeah, oh my
people
gosh.
people
They're
put
so
chemicals.
Nasty. They're so
So
nasty.
the salmon are okay. The salmon are fine.
There's salmon in Lake Washington?
Yeah, tons, dude. Because they go up to Cedar River. They go through the locks and up to Cedar River.
Oh.
So the salmon are okay because they don't live in Lake Washington, but anything that lives in Lake Washington you don't really want to eat because people put illegal chemicals to kill the milfoil in the lake. They're not supposed to be in the fish, but they can. It's speculated that they do, and it's not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a decent amount of pollution. A big coal vessel. This shouldn't really affect the fish, I don't think. But there's two garbage dumps that used to be active in Lake Washington. There's one by the Husky Stadium. That entire bay is all garbage, like underneath, like it's buried, like I think 20-ish feet in
That's
mud.
Lake Union, dude.
No, it's in Lake Washington.
Husky
It's like
Stadium's by Lake Union.
It's but it's kind of it's
I guess
right
it's
by
in
the
between.
it's right by the cut. It's on Lake Washington. You to get to that stadium, to boat up to the stadium, you're actually mooring by the 520 bridge in Lake Washington.
Oh.
So there's that little bay. So when my dad was a kid, he'd actually go water skiing in the bay. So this was just after they filled it all in. They filled with rocks and mud all over the garbage. Like it used to be a landfill, but now it's really shallow. And the issue is people park their big yachts in there to go. They do tailgating, but with boats, and they will. The boats will drift even anchored because the bottom is so soft. The anchors drag. It's like a big problem. So they actually have different towboats there just in case any boats get too close to shore. Yeah. So you really want to be on one of the docks there, but it's hard to get a spot now. Like there's a decent waiting list, I think, to get a spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this summer is definitely gonna be a lot of fun being on
Yeah,
Lake
for
Washington.
sure.
Yeah.
It kind of gets gross in August though. It gets so warm.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like, ugh, you don't really want to be in there for too. It's fun because you can stay in for a long time, but it's kind of nasty. There's like algae everywhere. You're like in there and you're like eating like filth. You're just like, oh, nasty.
All right.
Well,
Well,
we went through a bunch of topics here.
we did. Owen, when before we go, which we're about to do, you got any songs coming out soon?
I have a remix I'm working on, which I want to get out by like mid-June, but I've been holding off on that because I've had a lot of school work to do and stuff.
You wanna drop your SoundCloud at for our listeners here?
Yeah, at Alder, ALDR.
Go follow
Um,
Alder on SoundCloud, everybody.
Go
And
do
your
that,
Instagram
yes.
as well.
Instagram, yes, at Alder Music. There you go.
He makes EDM. He
Um,
makes fire tracks, and
I
you gotta go
also
listen to him.
I also produce a bit for Kris from time to time. Every once in a while.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yes.
Well, alrighty. I think we're gonna head out here. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a good one,
Everybody.
boys.
Well,
Yeah, thank
next.
you for having me, guys.
Yeah,
For
thanks
sure.
coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have you back sometime in the future. With that, I'm gonna say goodbye. There may or may not be an episode next week. We'll let you know on our Instagram. Make sure to follow. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Peace.